Hello, happy Monday. I don't even know where to start catching you up. This weekend was absolutely non-stop, and so I feel like coming into this week I've been a little disorganized, and like I don't have groceries, I don't have food. So I feel like I'm a little bit behind, but I spent this morning trying to do my best to catch up on things and also like finish some homework because I had some deadlines today. I worked on homework like as much as I could yesterday and I still didn't finish, so I don't know. You can tell I'm a little stressed. Right now I'm headed to office hours. It's my first office hours ever, but it's with the professor of my scariest class. And then right after that meeting, I have the class. So I'm feeling pretty anxious. If we're going by the mantra, do something that scares you every day, I've been doing a really good job.
If you're new here, hello, my name's Chelsea. I'm a 30-something student living in New York City. I'm also in training for the New York Marathon, and this is a few days in my life. My channel's... Sorry, I just ate.
I don't have long, I'm in an elevator, but my professor unfortunately got stuck in a meeting, so he asked me to meet him after class, which no problem at all.
My channel is all about sharing my life in a realistic way through all of the ups and downs. And honestly, lately, you just never know what you're gonna get because a lot has been going on, but maybe there's something in this video that will resonate with you and be exactly what you needed to see today. I don't know. So thanks for clicking, grab a snack, and I invite you to stick around.
Wait, I'm so sad. I left my sunglasses in the library. I don't have time to go back now. They're the ones that I found at the beach. So I guess if I lose them, then they'll find the next person who will fall in love with them. I might honestly just buy another pair. Guys. I will be honest, when I woke up this morning, I was not expecting to have a good day. Just not feeling good, like period cramps basically, but it's fine. But I woke up just pretty tired and feeling overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that I had to do. And today turned out to be such a good day. The office hours, like I couldn't really fill you in too much when I was out there, but yeah, the clips I took today just seemed kind of very random. The office hours, my professor was running behind because his meeting was running late, so he couldn't get to his office in time for the office hours, so he has to meet after class. Totally fine, except for the fact that I have another class right after this one. So turns out he did also, but I introduced myself at least and was like, hi, I'm Chelsea from the office hours. And then he was like, oh, I'd love to chat. There's a couple people behind you. Let me just clear them out really quick and then we'll get to chat. And then I waited around for like 5 minutes and then I ended up like leaving. I'm sitting there like, should I follow him? He just left. And now I'm like, wait, is he leaving to go to his office, like expecting to meet me there? But there's not really time for that because his office is in a different building. I don't know. So we never really got it, but I actually feel fine because I studied so freaking much over the weekend and this morning to get more confident in coding and just like drilling all the exercises that we've done. Like I had a list of questions I was gonna ask him, but during class, I was on it. I was a coding machine. Like print input if yeah, I was really impressed with myself and like the class flew by. I created a program to solve every word problem that he gave, so I feel like I'm definitely doing something right. The practice that I'm doing is helping, and maybe he also slowed down a little bit. I don't know, but it seemed like he was still fast-paced and I was just keeping up because my speed was a lot faster because of the practice that I did. Anyways, that felt so good to finally feel like things are clicking, you know? And I just do so much better in in-person classes. And then, while I was waiting to like speak to the professor, I opened my portal for my school just to check and see if the math scores were posted from the quiz last week. And oh my God! I got a 98.5 out of 100. I didn't think I scored that high. I like redid a bunch of problems last second because I just didn't feel like they were the right answer. And a lot of the times I feel like I get it wrong when I try and rush an answer, but my instinct was right. Yeah, I only missed one very, very small thing. But to like get this score is insane. The professor like wrote all the scores on the board without the names. And I had the highest score in the whole class, you guys. The highest score in the class. That has never happened to me with math before. Just after like a really rough couple of weeks, adjusting. Like, I'm finding it. I'm finding my rhythm. I'm finding my processes. I'm so proud. I needed that confidence boost, but if anything, it's gonna make me work harder because I'm very competitive, especially with just competitive with myself, because I know I'm gonna like want to keep that standard. See if this works. Yay! I just solved a really challenging system of equations. I'm taking a little bit of a homework break, but it was kind of sad that I just completely forgot about my sunglasses that I left in the library yesterday. And because I'm just kind of let it go. Like, I'll be in the library in the next couple of days again, but I'm not expecting them to be there. Good news is that I don't have to be sad because I found them online. It's the brand, Sojos, S-O-J-O-S, Sojos. They're extremely affordable. On Amazon, it's $15.99 a pair. I'll link it below if you guys want. I get so many compliments on them. Not an ad, but I also got a second pair, and they're gonna be here in a couple days, but I don't know if you can see my screen. I got them in red. I think these are really cute. And like, if I didn't lose them and then look for a replacement, I would not have found the ones with the red frames. This was just very meant to be. This right here, I got from opening my closet and my Swiffer falling out and whacking me in the face. I stood there like this, at least 30 seconds being like, I can't believe that just happened to me. It was absolute mayhem in this bathroom last night. While I was getting ready for bed, all of a sudden a moth like this big flies in through my bathroom window. The cats just go insane, and obviously it's just way too far for them to reach. And sometimes I like lift them up to let them whack it, but this one was too big. I like didn't want them eating this moth. So I had a wash rag that was like filled with water. So I just kept throwing it and hitting the moth. And eventually I did. It took like 5 tries. I'm heading to Spanish. We have a quiz on Thursday. Not feeling super confident about it. We'll see how today goes though. I think it's written, which makes me feel better. I'm way better at written. These tests have been hard, these classes have been hard, so I'm expecting it to be difficult. And then hopefully I'll just be surprised if it's not. What I'm gonna try to do today is to get all of my homework done at school. And then I can come home and I hope I actually do my run. I will try. I was gonna go to the gym in between classes. I just don't feel like showering in the school showers today.
Just wanted to say thanks for all your support last week. It was definitely a tougher week, but it was comforting to know that there's so many of you watching who are students out there who have been feeling the same way, adjusting to being back in this environment and figuring out your learning style with certain material. Things have really changed a lot for me over the last couple of months. I'm loving this new chapter, honestly, and there's also a part of me that just kind of misses my last chapter, living more of a quiet life. I feel like we had a lot of fun together doing silly things at a slower pace. But 2 things can be true at once. Like, I can love the chapter I'm in and miss the last one a little bit too. So I'm just kind of like in that point of marathon training where I'm romanticizing about all the things I'm going to do afterwards when it's probably just going to be sleep for a while. But once this gigantic run is over, I'm so excited to lean into more of cozy hobbies. Just incorporating some more slow pace activities into my life would give me a lot more balance, I think.
Hello. This has been sitting here for over a week. I literally have no clean laundry left on it. And I have to do another load, so I was like, I won't put it away, but then I'm not doing the laundry. Whatever. I'm going on a run. Do I have any clean running clothes? That's a good question. Oh yeah. I used to run at night all the time just because that was the only time of day I could run. But now I'm like just less comfortable doing that. But I don't want to go to the gym because my gym is kind of far away. And in the time it takes me just to like walk there and back, it's the entire run, you know? Something that I did for the first time this weekend. I went out for one of my long runs. I have corded headphones that I just bought specifically for my long runs because my AirPods eventually die. And then I go out on my run and I realized that Deli or Gordo, I don't know which cat, chewed through the cord. But it wasn't like all the way through, but I didn't realize that it was almost disconnected and obviously they weren't gonna work. So I did the long run without any music. And that was the most boring thing I've ever done in my life. I don't like running that much where I don't want to listen to music. So I ordered a new pair and I think they're gonna be here tomorrow. I can't believe I actually did that though. Okay, pink socks or green socks? Which one? Let's just do the green socks. All right, ready? Sexy top dirty. Done and dusted. We did it. You know what got me through it? I promised myself I'd get my favorite sandwich from my favorite deli. And I did. The Sausalito turkey sandwich. Complete yum. Aren't you proud of me? Weren't you expecting me to like not do this run? And aren't you surprised that I did my run? Me too. Oh, it was funny. When I went on my run last weekend with no music, there was a song stuck in my head the whole time. Would not stop. It was no broke boys, none to dance, ain't no lie, ain't no shade. That one over and over and over and over and over and over and over again for a very, very long time. I never want to hear that song again. Actually, I might take that off my running playlist. Cheers. I bought a coffee this morning because I just felt like coffee from this coffee shop hits different than any other coffee. Loving my Nespresso maker, but sometimes it's just nice to have something made right. My birthday's coming up as I'm filming this, and I'm excited. I have a long weekend. I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. There's a long holiday. I need that so bad. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to just catch up on everything. My apartment's a disaster, so I'm excited to do that, but I'm also excited just to do some other things that aren't homework and studying, and I'm thinking about what I want to do. I have some plans for my birthday, but they're very small this year. Anyways, but we can't think about that. We still have today and tomorrow classes. Okay, it's now 2 p.m. and I have to start getting ready to go. I do not know why I get so nervous. This is almost embarrassing how nervous I get. Oh my god, I was like, where's my phone? I survived. So much coding, which is good. I'm having fun with it now, which is exciting. I just had like quite a bit of a learning curve. We got news today that our class is going to be taken over by a new professor. That was kind of shocking due to like a family emergency. So I hope everything's okay. Obviously, you couldn't go into detail or anything, but so we have a new professor starting, because we don't have class next week because of a holiday, but we do the following week, and that will be taught with a new professor. Exciting! But also like, okay, all of the mistakes that I've made with like logging into things, the office hour kerfuffle, it kind of feels like a little bit of a fresh start for me now that I know better what I'm doing. I feel like I can make a better impression. You know? So last night I got home and I made I didn't make it. I brought home 2 steak tacos, ate that, and did math homework that was due at midnight, and then I went to bed. So here we are. It's the next day. It's Thursday, last day of school for the week. Huzzah! I have important news for you. The sunglasses came! Ooh! How do I look? I look probably insane. Yes! I don't know if this like shape suits my face necessarily, but that's not really the point of them, you know? Let me take these off. These are dope. I'm gonna wear these today. Okay, yay! Yay! So cute. You can tell how much I'm at this desk, as you can see the graveyard of coffee cups. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Muy bien. Baby, where's my girl? Hey, hi. What a day. I feel like I'm running a marathon just this day. Well, first of all, the day was good. The day was good. I had a really productive break in between classes. I finished my math quizzes online. I edited. My brain is fried. We were learning how to divide polynomials and factoring out the greatest common factor from polynomials, and oh, wow, my brain is like I need to catch their vibe. That's so awesome. I'm 5.5 miles in. This stretch of I don't know, pathway is so nice because I don't have to stop for stoplights. And it makes such a difference, like being able to keep momentum. So I feel strong. It's almost time for these. Not gonna lie, I'm fighting demons out here. I'm pushing as much as I can. 3 miles left. I've been going for 2 hours and 13 minutes. Just need to catch my breath. This is what commitment looks like, okay? It's crazy to think that I ran from 181st and now I'm at One World Trade. Hello. I did it. I like ugly cried. So I was so proud of myself, but also I have never felt my legs in that, like, well, since running like the last marathon. My legs were burning. I don't think my body was quite ready for that, but we're in it now. I've spent the entire day horizontal. It's 10 o'clock. I'm in bed on a Saturday night. And tomorrow is actually my birthday. I'm 34 tomorrow. I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, I have like a dinner with friends tomorrow. I wanted to bake myself a cake and stuff, which I might still do. Just did not have the energy to go and get groceries today. And I ordered in fried chicken and waffles with bacon and grits, cheese and grits. It was delicious. So I don't know if I'm gonna vlog my birthday or not. I'm honestly just like wanting to be off my phone all day, which is what I might do. But I'm not sure. If I feel like picking up the camera, I will. If I don't, just chill. I always like filming these awkward angles and then I get to editing and I'm like, why did I sit like that? 34. We are in our 30s now. Ugh. Whatever. I'm too tired to start spiraling. Right now I have my magnesium to help me sleep. Thanks for being with me another year. 2 years ago, I set up my washing machine. If you remember that, you're a real one. But yeah, the run went pretty smooth. Definite highs and definite lows. At 12 miles, I called my friend Julie and she gave me a pep talk. And then I ran the last 3 miles and we did it. We did it. Good job, team. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up before you go. The engagement, really, whatever. I don't want to, anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up before you go. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing and I'll see you in my next one.